This is the 40th season of WTOK's award-winning Football Friday. Live from WTOK, Football Friday begins now.
Welcome to Football Friday. I'm Carmen Corley.
And I'm Brett Stevens. It is week 7 of season 40 of Football Friday here at WTOK. Carmen, we're chugging right along. It doesn't feel like we're this far in this season. What are your thoughts so far?
Oh, man, it's going by quick. Compared, which I guess football season always goes by fast, but compared to last season, I feel like it's flying by. Already at week 7 is crazy. We're getting into that district play of the season, which is where the fun starts. You start having a lot of local on local matchups. It's a good time. And I'm ready to kick this week off with our game of the week. It's going to take us out to Enterprise High School. The Bulldogs 2-3 on the season, while the Oilers are 3-2. Both teams looking to bounce back after losses last week. Pick this one in the first. Bulldogs, Gavin looking for Jaden Bryant, but it's picked off by Heidelberg's Lathan Gavin. He's going to head to the sideline, looking to make some more gain. He goes out of bounds, but a huge play for the Oilers, and they'll capitalize. March it down the field to the red zone. Chase Kraft with the snap, does it himself for the first points of the game. The Oilers would go for 2 and get it. Heidelberg leads 8-0. 2 minutes to go in the first. The Oilers looking to score again. Kraft hands it off to Caden Porter. He bullies his way through the Bulldogs defense, taking it to the house. Oilers extend their lead 16-0. Heading to the second quarter now. It's going to be Kraft with the snap. He goes over the middle, this time to find Mario Levine. He heads to the sideline. Nothing but open field ahead, and see ya later. To the promised land he goes. Oilers take a 30-0 lead over the Bulldogs with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Heidelberg's going to take this one in dominant fashion, 58-0. Heidelberg will host Mize next week, and Enterprise will travel to Bay Springs.
Next up, we're going to take you to this matchup between the Philadelphia Tornadoes and the Knoxville County Tigers. Tornadoes looking for their first win of the season. Picking it up here in the first, Tigers, Jakim Goodwin dropping the bucket to Chadrick Skinner. He's going to body a guy and fight for every yard. What a play by the Tigers. And they're going to keep this momentum rolling. Call it deja vu. Goodwin to Skinner this time. First on the board with a touchdown, jumping out to a 7-0 lead over the Tornadoes. Philadelphia looking to answer back. Here's a snap. Number 10, their quarterback, looking downfield. He's going to find Cassidy Hickman. Wait for it. He'll end up with it right here, turning on the Jets. Hickman says bye-bye to the opposition all the way to the house. The Tornadoes trail 10-6. In the end, the Tornadoes would continue to fall, but they would fall in overtime. Your final score was 28-20.
And out in Quitman, the Panthers played host to the undefeated Union Yellow Jackets. Started off right here with an interception by Jackets linebacker Jordan Smith. What a grab right there by him. And we're going to jump now. Jackets on offense. Moore hands it off to Hutchins. He picks up a big first down right here before he's brought down MMA style. Come on. Jackets now tiptoeing in the red zone, but the ball's going to be knocked out. Fumble is going to be recovered by Quitman's Britavius Deer. Now, Gavin with the ball passes to McKenzie, but is immediately brought down by Hutchins. Jumping to the beginning of the second now, Jackets looking to put up 7. Moore keeps it himself, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown, and the kick would be good for the Jackets. It's now a 7-2 lead over the Panthers, but Panthers said not in our house. They're going to fight back right here with a touchdown of their own. Gavin searches for his open man, connects with Jamarian Deer. The kick was no good, but the Panthers lead 8-7. In the end, the Yellow Jackets stay undefeated and take the win in this one, 21-15.
Unreal.
And Brett, I know you were at our Wendy's tailgate at Northeast Lauderdale. How was it?
It was a great time. It was homecoming there, so super
you
great.
Gotta love
all the food trucks,
there's
like this milkshake and like freeze truck and food truck. It was like a 7-in-1. I was like, I wish I had that in high school.
When you have, dude, I would kill for some stuff like good tailgate foods. Count me in.
It was absolutely perfect. So with all that being said, let's head out to Northeast Lauderdale. It's going to be where the Trojans, they played host to the Newton County Cougars, and as I said, homecoming here. It was awesome atmosphere at Tackmore Stadium. Trojans looking to bounce back in the win column. We're going to take you to Newton County's first drive. Quarterback Tally King sends a moonball to wide out Byron Pruitt, rolling into the end zone. Cougars call out the first score 7-0, and Newton County's offense continue to make headway. Check out this crazy play from Campbell. He sees a battalion of Trojans and says, I got to go the other way, and he'll find his own route. Finding some green, a little more green. Bell would find his way all the way in the end zone for the score. Cougars up 14-0. However, the Trojans defense would keep fighting. Here's Chandler Parks. Huge strip fumble. Northeast has the ball. However, the the Cougars would end up getting the ball right back as they would capitalize. And there would be another deep shot, this time into the arms of Kellen Johnson. Highlight reel of a play from the senior wideout. Incredible job. The sequence set up running back Juan Brown with the score. Cougars would lead 20-0, and in the end, Newton County would continue to keep their offense rolling. After 4 quarters, it would be the Cougars getting the win over the Trojans. Your final score was 39-6. The Cougars, they're going to take on West Lauderdale next week. The Trojans will travel to Choctaw Central to take on the Warriors.
Wow, what a game that
Unreal.
was. And now let's head out to Newton, where the Tigers played host to the Lake Hornets. Good time out in Newton. Let's get right into the action. It was a stalemate until this rushing touchdown from Lake. They would end up missing the extra point afterwards, but the Hornets jump out to a 6-0 lead. Heading 12 minutes left in the second quarter, Lake would find their groove with senior back Jamarian Blaylock makes his way in for the score. Lake would miss their 2-point conversion as they would still lead 12-0. Pretty quiet rest of the half, but both teams were still fighting hard. Quarterback here, Jaden Moore for Newton finding Jamarquise Holder, fighting through the Hornets to get the first down right there. In the end, the Hornets offense clicks as they take the win 38-14.
And let's head on down to Bay Springs. Homecoming night this time for the Bulldogs. They're going to get, hoping to look to fight off Clarkdale in their region opener. It's the clash of the Bulldogs and the boys in maroon, hoping to take a big bite. Here's Bryson McAllister, though, shedding through the Bay Springs offensive line. Great tackle for loss for Clarkdale. The Bulldogs are now going to get their crack on offense. Quarterback Jake Lee sitting in the pocket, taking the top off. Here's Cade Culpepper.
What a ball.
Out deep with no one around him, but Zindre Rayford would make the shoestring tackle at the 1-yard line. Next play, though, running back, it's Leland Harris, cashing it in for 6. Clarkdale leads 6-0. However, the defensive line kept on feasting. Here's Bay Springs. They're going to suffer the fate of Ophelia. These guys were just going crazy all game long. After 4 quarters, both offenses were slow, but in the end, Clarkdale takes it 12-6.
That's what I like to see. Now we'll head to Noxapater facing Sebastopol. Jumping to the second quarter. 3rd and goal for Sebastopol. Dannon Jones gets the snap, throws across his body, be picked off in the end zone by Jacavius Riddle for the touchback. It's going to be Noxapater's turn now. Riddle, he's going to be on the quarterback keeper here to his left side, and he's going to pick up a nice gain for the first down. Heading later on to the game, Riddle back in the pocket. He's going to be back to pass this time. But here comes trouble. It's going to be sacked by Isaiah Gilbert for a huge loss right there. At the half, this one would be 0-0. And in the end, this one just went final. Noxapater takes it 6-0. Super low scoring game out there.
Wow.
And after the